friends, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design, and welcome to a layout that I'm doing. It's a hybrid layout that I wanted to share with you today. I am working with on a Whimsical Adventures Wanderlust collection, and it includes these artsy papers, whimsical frames, and there's also some elements and word art included in the kit. So I'm going to start out in Photoshop, and this is my process where I sort of have an idea in my head of what I want the layout to look like, but I want to print my pattern papers and my photos and then put them together in physical format. And so in order to conserve some of the ink and use my paper wisely, this is my process for printing these papers and elements here. And so I have a 13 by 19 canvas on my screen, and then I'm placing the 12 by 12 patterned paper. It's sort of a taupe color, not quite white, and that is the main paper, and that's going to be the base of the layout. And then I just need a strip of the pattern paper with the clouds. And so I'm just going to print out the strip that's the width that I actually need for that. And I've also added a word art at the bottom lower right hand corner of the page. And then I'm going to send it to the printer here. I'm working with a Canon Pixma IX6820, so it is a wide format, and I just tell it to print the 13 by 19 in a horizontal orientation. And once I have that, that's what the print preview comes up looking like. My computer is chugging here. There, that's the preview. And then once I send that, then I'm going to turn off all those layers and turn the photo layer on. Now this photo has been altered a bit using one of the whimsical frames in the Wanderlust collection. And I'm not going to print this photo on 13 by 19. I'm going to just grab 8.5 by 11 glossy photo paper. And I'm going to manipulate a little bit so that it's centered on the page or off to the side of the page, so you can conserve your photo paper as well. And then I'm going to send that to the printer. And once all that is done, then I'm going to go to my worktop, and now I have everything in physical format. And so everything needs to be cut, trimmed to size. I'm going to start with the largest sheet. This is the 12 by 12 sheet. And of course you could print only what you need to show in the layout. I just went ahead and printed the whole 12 by 12 sheet here. I do want to make sure that it is actually 12 by 12 here, so I'm lining it up against my cutting mat here, just to be sure. And this only takes just a few minutes. I think it's a really awesome way to use your digital products here in physical format. I hear from people all the time that don't want to use digital products. They don't want to purchase digital products. They don't want to support the digital scrapbooking industry because they're afraid that they'll have to give up their physical embellishments. And I'm here to tell you that you can actually have both worlds. And this is how I do that. This is how I do that in ways that hopefully don't break the bank, that actually bring these beautiful products to life. And I think that the designers enjoy seeing these products printed out as well. I'm amazed at the number of digital scrapbookers there are who say, I've never printed out my layouts. And so let me encourage you, print out your photos, print out your layouts, print out your digital products, and use them just like your physical products. Use them alongside your physical products. So I really liked this whimsical frame here. It really added a little artistic touch. But you lose something when you print it out as a physical photo. And of course, just printing it as a straight 4x6 photo, you would have lost a lot of the effect. So I thought I would try and see what happened if I tore the edges of the photo. I like it here. I don't know if I would do that on every layout or if I would do that on lots of layouts, but it is a cute effect. I will tell you the story behind this photo is really just an average, ordinary day that we were playing at the playground. We had cupcakes that day, and we met up with some friends, and we're just hanging out. And this was not long after the divorce, maybe 6 months after the divorce. And so I journaled a little bit because actually, when I look at this photo now, I see her smiles and I can hear in my mind, I can hear her giggles, when she was just 2.5, 3 years old here. And I know that she was doing okay. But at the time, I had a lot of anxiety about the divorce and about how it was affecting the kids and what was going on with that. And so I'm using this layout. Yes, it's a memory for Natalie. It will go in her albums, and it will be part of her story. But you'll see when I journal, I sort of am using this layout as a reminder to me that we did okay, that we got through it okay. Now, for some added embellishment here, I pulled in my Maggie Holmes Gather collection. And for me, as a lover of embellishments, a lover of texture and dimension, I love chipboard, I love flowers, I love glitter. That's where digital products for me, and that's where I want to bring in my physical products and add a little more of that layering and that dimension here. And so I have the Maggie Holmes stamp set and the word stickers and some of the chipboard stickers here. I've also layered some of the digital elements from the Wanderlust digital collection around the photo and as a little tab at the top of the page. Just more layers, more visual interest, leading your eye around the photo here and around the page. So I masked off some of the wreath mask, the wreath stamp. My words today are getting all tangled up. And then I also really like this little bow stamp here. And I'm going to trim off my edge here. And I'm just looking around here to see what else I want to add. I am in love with these gold word stickers, right? These are genius. So I added a few of those around here and there. They are layered with the bow stamp. And so I've created clusters here with the wreath, with the bow, with the word stamps. Here's my title. It's just simple, just loved. I wanted the reminder here that love really was enough, even though this was a time where we were going through a lot of hard things, that the love that I showed the kids, that it made a difference to them, and it helped them have these happy smiles and these happy giggles here. And there's another thing that I have a habit of doing, or a history of doing, with Natalie's layouts, and that is I always add a bird somewhere along the layout. That is repeated throughout her albums. I haven't really shared much of her albums. I will one day. But that is something. When she was just a little tiny baby, I called her Little Bird, and just because of the way that when she opened her mouth to eat, It was just so cute. She was like a little bird. And so I repeat that element. I collected bird stamps for a long time. She now has some of those in her collection. And so here's my journaling, and I'll share with you what I wrote. I wrote, Natalie, love, I worried about you so much in these early years, but I see these happy smiles and hear your giggles, and I know you are doing just fantastic. I love you the most, lovely. And the last sentence of that journaling is also something that she and I do regularly. I say, I love you, and she says, I love you the most, and I say, nope, I love you the mostest. And we go back and forth like that forever and ever. So, just some fun things here that repeat our history and echo the bond that she and I have. And I think that, let's see, I'm going to add here, I have these little acrylic or epoxy flowers. They're just some that I've collected from various places over the years. Some of them are Tim Holtz, some of them are American Crafts, some of them are Donna Downey from way back in her Prima days. And so I just chose different colors here to add to these clusters. I added one to the butterfly, and I'm just going to adhere those with glossy accents. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you will like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.